Hi, and welcome back. Not only is it raining, but it's also sunny outside. It is weird. It's the eeriest thing we have seen here in a long time. It's humid. It's hot. We're in the 90s. We need something light for dinners right now because it is not time to heat up the oven. It is not time to cook something on the stove. It is not time to cook, period. So we're going to go ahead and do some salads and some munchies for food. So let's get started. I am going to take a few recipes out of the salad cookbook from the 1950s. One of them is, well, there's like 5 or 6 different cheese roll recipes. We're going to choose one. This one is going to have pecans on it. And another one that has stuffed tomatoes with egg salad. Now, if you order a stuffed tomato in a diner, you're going to get tuna salad. This one has egg salad. So, I'm guessing presentation is everything, because it's going to be on a thing of lettuce and dressed up nicely. You can either buy it already shredded, or you can grate yourself, because pre-shredded actually does have that cellulose to be able to keep them from smushing in transit before you buy it. So you can get a block of cheese and grate a half a pound of cheese, but we're going to go ahead and use a quarter of this bag, which is 2 pounds. All right, cream cheese. The recipe calls for 4 ounces, so that's half a brick. Garlic. About a cup of pecans. I don't care. I'm in the South. It's not pecan. It's not pecan. It's pecan. That's how you say it on the West Coast. I'm from the West Coast. Shoot me. Now, this recipe calls for 2 tablespoons of jerkies. Doing my research, jerkies is a mustard mayo combo with a whole bunch of spices to it. Worcestershire sauce, things of that nature. So I'm just going to use mayonnaise. About the only thing I can do to substitute it without making a whole bunch of jerkies that contains egg. Right, and a little bit of Worcestershire sauce. All right, 2 tablespoons of mayonnaise, or if you have jerkies, use that, because I think they might make it. Still, I don't know. 2 tablespoons of the Worcestershire sauce. I can never say that right. It says 2 cloves of garlic, but I'm going to use about a teaspoon. Half a block of cream cheese. Now, if you take a look here, it has how many cups of cheese are in the bag. So this is 8 cups for 2 pounds. So if you take a quarter of this, I got 2 cups. Two cups. And then 1 cup of pecans crushed. Now you can use pecans, you can use walnuts, you can use any tree nut that you wish. And this is where we just mix everything nice and smooth and together. Now from what I can tell, and I can read, that this Jerky's brand that they had a long time ago actually puts in Dijon mustard to this. Now you can, if you want, substitute the mayo with the Dijon or do half and half. All I have right now is yellow, and I don't think yellow would go with this. Make sure everything is nice and stirred together. Now, this cream cheese, you can melt it before you put it in here. That way it mixes a little bit better. Now, the recipe says put this in a blender to mix it. I can understand that because of the cheese. But we are going to go ahead and put this into a gallon Ziploc. You can use cellophane with this. I've never had a good luck with cellophane. So we're just going to use a gallon bag. Or you can put this in 2-quart bags, a couple of cheese, sandwich bags. Work that into a nice roll from end to end. And then squeeze all the air out of it. Then roll it up in a log. Putting that in the refrigerator until you're ready to serve it. Look at these beauties. I found these over at the grocery store. They're huge. They're almost about the size of my head. We're going to stuff these. Now I got 3, but I don't think we're going to need 2 because that's a lot of tomato. First thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and make the salad dressing because it does need to sit in the refrigerator for a little bit. About a tablespoon of onion. Since it's going into a blender, we don't need to grate it or do anything with it. Chop it up, dice it up. That's going to do it for us. 1 tablespoon of tomato paste. ¼ cup of apple cider vinegar. And same as with the salad oil or olive oil or any light oil that you wish. Optional sugar, but we are not going to be adding that. Let that sit in the fridge until we get the tomatoes put together. Now that I've gotten all the ingredients set up here, we're going to go ahead and get started on the egg salad. We're going to do the dressing first, so that we're going to do a 1/2 cup of mayonnaise. I find it easier to scoop the mayonnaise into the measuring cup. That way it's a little bit easier to gauge the measurement. Does it dirty another dish? Of course it does. But you're already washing all these dishes, so what's one more? This is asking for 1 cup of fine chopped celery. Grandpa does not like raw celery. He will not eat this. So instead, we're going to go ahead and put in some dehydrated celery that I made from some leaves, about a little bit over a tablespoon, to give it that nice celery taste. I know a lot of people like the crunch, but in this house we do need to adapt. 1 teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce, 1 tablespoon of lemon juice, about a teaspoon of grated onion. You can use onion powder as well. I don't have any. I'm out along with Miss Anita's smoked salt, which I am going to need to message her for another batch. Miss Anita is part of the family reunion. She has her own business here in Texas, and she does a whole bunch of stuff. All right, salt and pepper to taste, which I'm going to use a little bit of pepper. This is the last of the smoked pepper I got from her. And about that much salt. Mix this all around. Now remember, this is supposed to be chunked celery, which is not going to be chunked celery. It's going to be too smooth. But that's okay. At least somebody will eat it. In a separate bowl, we're going to go ahead and smash up some eggs. Now, you can just chop these up however you wish. There's about 8 hard-boiled eggs here. You can either boil them yourself, or you can buy them pre-boiled. Depends on your level of comfort. They don't have to be perfectly chopped, just enough to be able to have the fork go through them evenly. And I'll show you what that means here in a minute. Now that we have these all cubed, if you smash with a fork, you let the eggs go in between, and you can make the egg pieces a little bit smaller. You can leave them whole if you have all day, or if you just want them, leave them chunked and cubed with the bigger pieces, you can as well. Everybody has a preference. You want to mix them together. And it just started raining a lot here, so I had to go right and get my car window up because I had it down earlier because it was nice and sunny. So now I'm a little bit wet. Okay, here we have our egg salad. Taste this, see if it needs anything. If it does, add it. If not, leave it alone. And we're going to go ahead and prepare the tomatoes for stuffing. Now, because these are so big, we're going to actually cut these in half and then hollow them out just like that. And we're going to hollow this out to kind of like a grapefruit. You can use the middle as a garnish or add it to, you know, you could have used this instead of the tomato paste for the dressing. But put that aside. Try to make this look as pretty as possible. Celery sticks. Ish. Why not? Egg salad. Sprinkle of paprika. And you can decorate with other vegetables. We'll go ahead and put in some cucumbers. There we go. Take your dressing. And make it pretty. So lots of flavor, lots of color. Nice, cold for a hot day whenever it's raining outside. Let's go check on the cheese. It may or may not be ready yet because we just put it in there about 30 minutes ago. So, got that out. It is solid. It didn't fall apart on me. That's after 30 minutes. Now, I know what it looks like, but it is a cheese roll. I'm going to put some corn chips here. You can put crackers. There's vegetable sticks. Cheese log with pecans. Stuffed tomatoes with egg salad. I probably look like I've been drowned, and yes, I have been drowned. It started pouring like you wouldn't believe outside, and the humidity shot up in the house by about tenfold. So everybody's perspiring, everybody's sweating, and I had to go out and get my car window up. But that's it for this week. Okay, news on the house. We're still working on financing, but we are under contract. So cross our fingers. We're at the final stretch now. Thank you for joining. Hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you next time.